If you like this video, why not subscribe? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Frugal Filmmaker Tip of the Month. And this is kind of a special episode for a couple of reasons. The first one is this is the 200th video that I've uploaded on YouTube on this channel, so that's kind of a big deal. I've been doing this for a while, I guess. And the second thing is I'm currently doing a Kickstarter campaign to raise money for my thesis film so I can graduate from grad school. The thesis film is called Collection Day. It's a science fiction action story. And there's going to be a link on the screen here you can click on, as well as one in the description below. And if you wouldn't mind helping me raise my budget to make that movie, that would really be great. Today I'm going to talk about this. This is called the AppDrive. It's something I found at a thrift store recently. And what it is essentially it's a big kind of steering wheel that you slap your smartphone into so that you can more easily play video games with it, driving games, flying games, things like that. It gives you these two big handholds and makes the games more fun. I found this in a thrift store for $3, but it was brand new, and I've seen this in department stores too where they are on closeout, and apparently these are on their way out, so this is a good time to pick one up because they're cheap and they're brand new. And again, what this is essentially, a steering wheel, smaller steering wheel that you can put your smartphone in. I've got an iPhone in it here. Now what's cool about this is, as you may notice, this is essentially the same shape as a fig rig, just smaller. I did a video a while ago called a mini stabilizer rig that was built on something similar to this. It was a Wii controller steering wheel type thing. And that was kind of good for cameras and smartphones, but this is a little bit cheaper and it looks a little nicer. And the cool thing about this is that one of my concerns with a lot of smartphone camera rigs is that they almost all require you to take your phone out of its protective case to fit in whatever rig it is. And one thing I really liked about this was that as you can see, I have an OtterBox right here, and because I drop my phone a lot, so this really protects it. But when I opened up the AppDrive, I noticed that I could just press fit my smartphone right into this with my OtterBox still attached. And it wasn't a perfect fit, but the AppDrive actually comes with some foam shims that are really thin. And I noticed that when I put one in the side and then I pressed the phone into it, it was a rock solid fit. Now this has a cover on the back that I've just left off because it exposes the camera and allows me to use this as a camera rig now. If I had the cover, it would actually cover the camera, and I'd have to drill a hole so the camera could see out or something. And plus the case back wouldn't really fit because of the OtterBox, so I just left it off, and I think it works great for that. It does have some shortcomings. I mean, I was hoping that these cool buttons here and trigger controllers would allow me to at least hit record on the camera screen. As you notice, how these work is there's these plungers here toward the top of the device, and they actually come down and touch the screen. But if you have an OtterBox or some other case, the plungers can't touch the screen because the box prevents the phone from actually being flush with the top of this here. So these actually do nothing if you're going to use it for this application, which is still fine. I mean, this looks a lot better than the last thing I built. Another caveat is that this section here where the plungers reside blocks some of the screen, the top part of the screen. So if you are trying to shoot, you just have to be aware that this is going to impair your vision a little bit, but it really doesn't matter if you're holding this up to eye level anyway. You should be okay. Again, I mean, it's not perfect, but I think this is a good idea for the tip of the month. Again, if you can find this in a thrift store, it's only $3. I've also found them on eBay for about $7, and I'll leave a link below to those that I found. And if you are going to use your smartphone on any kind of a professional shoot, this, like I said, this looks pretty good as well. So there's some advantages here, a couple disadvantages, but I think if you're into shooting anything with your smartphone on a regular basis, this could be a good investment because it really isn't all that much to invest. This is the Frugal Filmmaker Tip of the Month.